Hi, welcome to my channel, Patchworked Place. My name is Gina. I promised the girls on my homemakers forum that I would do a video of all the craft work that I have on my walls around my house. So I'm starting here in the spare bedroom, which is, there is a bed here, but it's covered with shit. You don't know, there are two cushions that I made out of fabric I bought at the quilt shop some years ago. There is another two cushions. Well, there's actually a small quilt that goes with them, but that's packed away. In these bags here are quilts that I've made. I haven't got room to display, and what I'm going to do at some stage is take them all out, get a friend to hold them up for me so I can do another video showing all the quilts individually. Okie doke, starting on this wall here, these two, trying where I can get close up, these four Australian birds are done in wool. It's called crewel embroidery. I did those to send overseas and at the time to friends, and my mother-in-law at the time said to me, "Jenny, you can't do that. You'll never do them again." I said, "Oh yes I will." She says, "You won't. Trust me, you will not do them again." And she was right. I'm glad I didn't send them overseas because I never did them again. The one below it is a cross stitch, a rainbow lorikeet. Then next to that there is Aboriginal, I won't call it Aboriginal art. It's not Aboriginal art, it's two Aboriginals sitting on a rock. This is again crewel embroidery done in tapestry wool. Above that is this is another crewel. I went through a stage, I think I must have gone through a stage of doing crewel embroidery. These three owls took me about 3 years to do because the stitches were fairly basic, except for the fact that the chests were done in something called turkey work, and I had absolutely no idea, and it took me about a year to find out how to do that stitch. But eventually I found out, I think it was via YouTube actually, and I was able to finish it. These three kittens are done in petty point, which for those of you who don't know what petty point is, it's sort of a half cross stitch. That also took me a few years to finish. This is a more recent one, the last few years. Cross stitch forever, housework whenever. Basically cross stitch. This is one of a series of black cat pictures, which there's about, probably about 10 of the different ones in the series, and this is the only one I got around to doing because it reminded me of one of my cats at the time, who used to hide little balls and trinkets and bits and pieces under the rug in the lounge room. It used to make me laugh. So I did that one. This one is, oh hello, there's Phoebe. Hello puss. Come up to see what I'm doing. This one is of a tiger moth aeroplane built in 1942. Now my husband Ken was born in 1942, and for his 60th birthday I gave him a joy flight on one of these planes. That there is the voucher for it, and he said it was just probably the best birthday present he'd ever had. He was just wrapped. So I gave him the voucher and the finished cross stitch at the same day, on the same day, and he was wrapped. This one is what's called a round robin. Australian Cross Stitches R Us was a website that I joined when I first got onto the internet. Let me see now. I did, this is hard. I did this parrot, then I sent it up to Bettina, in New Jersey, with the pattern. What happens? You send the pattern around with the fabric, and each person that gets it does another piece on it from the pattern. Louise in Wynnum, Queensland did that. I don't know any of these people now, which is a shame. This one was sent to a Bromwell in Kyabram in Victoria, did the possum. Susan, actually my niece Susan was involved at that time in Croydon. She did the platypus. And Lynn in Vermont, Victoria. Oh, okay, yes, that's another Aussie, yep. So, it came back to me all stitched, and all I had to do was do the surround and mount it. Let me see, this is a sort of a mini bell pull type of thing. That design appealed to me. It's cross stitch. Now this adore this. I didn't, oh, sorry about the light, not much I can do about that. I found this on eBay, almost finished. The only bits, now have I got something I can point, well, I haven't. Well, the only bits that weren't finished were Australia up at the top, part of the Aborigine, and the kangaroos across the bottom. So it took me a while again to finish that, but I was very, very proud of that when I finished it. But I always tell the truth, I didn't do the whole thing. So yeah, that's framed. This is long stitch. I'm not a great fan of long stitch. I don't think it's a very attractive stitch, but my husband was breeding Gouldian finches at the time, and he said, oh, they don't, when I showed him that, he thought it was lovely, so I did that for him, framed it. This up here is patchwork. This is the very first patchwork item I did. 3 cats on a brick wall. And how I come to start patchwork was because I was with my girlfriend Cheryl at a Stitches and Craft show, and I saw this the finished item displayed on a stand. And I was only, at the time I was only doing embroidery and cross stitch, and I thought I had no intention of ever starting patchwork because I thought I haven't got time, I've got too much else to do. Anyway, I said to the guy at the stand, I said, oh, can I buy that? I love that. And he said, no, you'll have to buy the pattern and do it yourself. That's my display. I'm not going to sell that. And I said, oh, but I don't do patchwork. And Cheryl said, yeah, but I think she's about to start. She was right. I bought the kit and Cheryl took me through it and finished it. This is something I saw on the internet which I thought was really funny. Cat clawing curtains or a bedspread or something. That's just a black applique on a pink and white background of basic patchwork. Right, now over here I have bought 2 kits at the same time at a craft show, both Japanese, and this is the only one I've done so far. I didn't do this. Ken's mum did a lot of beading. I mean, this is, you're talking about 100 years ago, and people did this sort of stuff. A very, very clever craft. And we found this necklace scrunched up after she died in a drawer. And even though part of it is, damaged, not quite, well, it was finished, but it was damaged. But I took it to a framer and got it framed on a background of blue velvet because I just thought it was so beautiful. This I didn't do either. I've seen the pattern many, many times. I thought I'd love to do that. Oh God, reflection, sorry. Advance Australia Fair, our national anthem. It turned up in the op shop, fully completed and framed, and I thought, oh, I'm not going to let that sit in the op shop. This is another one I found in the op shop. Always make room in your garden for the angels to dance, which I just thought was really, really cute. And then just back over here, I have got, let me see, just take this off here. This was something I did when I was, it's cross stitch, yeah, basic cross stitch, yeah, cross stitch black work type of thing. Under glass, I did that when I was involved in the Embroiderers Guild. This is a pin cushion made out of denim fabric, or printed denim fabric. Little elephant again that I thought was cute. Oh, that's a painting. That's moving things around here. This, I was really surprised I did this. I just thought that was so cute, a stretching cat, and that is just a very simple cross stitch design on linen. And I entered it into a craft show and it won first prize. I couldn't believe it. And I said, why? It's so simple. And they said, yeah, but it's so effective. So that was a buzz. Let me just move my clock over. This, now did I do that? I don't know how I did that. I've got a feeling somebody else did that for me. I think my friend Val might have done that for me. My friend Sharon did this for me for a birthday, I think it was, one year. I love peacocks, so I did this little guy, and I did that. And this is Brazilian work, which I didn't do. Somebody gave it to me or made it for me. What else? Okay, so that's, oh no, it's not what I've got finished in this room. All these on this wall across the room, I didn't do any of these, but I'll show them anyway. This is another one in that series of black cats getting up to mischief. Again, I found that in the op shop and I thought, oh, I've got to have it. one less that I'll have to do if I ever finish the series, which I won't. This was after 9/11, when a cross-stitch group I was in, we all decided to do a tribute to the people that died in the attack on, in the 9/11 attack. A lady in England, I think it was England, did that for me, and I did another design and sent it to her. Don't think I ever kept a copy of my design. Anyway, this was done by, with reflection, a girlfriend who she'd been stitching, I imagine, just about all her life. Cross-stitch embroidery, she does the most exquisite work. And she was telling us one day, me and another girlfriend, that this was the first thing she did and she was going to throw it out. I said, throw it in my direction, I'll never do anything as good as that. So she gave it to me, I just love it. My girlfriend Cheryl, she gave me this. Somebody gave it to, I think it was one of her neighbours or an auntie, somebody they knew in the family anyway. I don't know, it was a member of her family, and she gave it to Cheryl because she said, oh look, you can have it because I know you're interested in cross-stitch, but Cheryl's not particularly interested in the samplers, so she gave it to me, and I just think it's beautiful. I mean, something that was done in Brunswick, which is a suburb of Melbourne, in 1885 by an 11-year-old girl. I just think that's absolutely gorgeous. This, again, I picked up in the op shop just recently, last year actually. Beautiful, beautiful cat cross-stitch. This was a long stitch. This was, see if I can give you the reflection, sorry, done by Ken's mum. She did, as much as I say I don't like long stitch, she did an absolutely beautiful job of this. She did one for me and one for Lorraine, the daughter. This is another sampler that I found in an antique shop tucked away behind a whole lot of boxes and stuff, and I said to the guy, how much is this? He said, oh, you can have that for $10. I nearly died. Beautiful, beautiful work. And this I sent for on eBay. This is done on perforated plastic or cardboard, I think it wasn't. Very, very old. Came from England, and the funny thing was, I said to the seller or the eBay seller, look, just take it out of the, it'll cost a fortune to send in that frame into Australia, so take it out and roll it up. And she said, I can't do that. And because I didn't know it was done on cardboard, did I? And so she said, look, I'll pack it really well. When it came, it was packed in a box with a million layers of glad wrap. Unfortunately, it came here unscathed, and of course as soon as I took it out I realised why she couldn't take it out of the frame. So yeah, I just love that. I think it's beautiful. Now in here I have the rest of my linen collection. In this particular drawer there are embroidered tea towels, some of them done by my mother-in-law. I've got other table runners. Oops, sorry. And we've got other items, embroidered items, the same in the drawer below. Let me see, in this, oops, little cupboard here, I've got odds and ends that I've embroidered. This is all my pin cushions, most of which I haven't embroidered, I've just collected. People have given to me or I've bought at Fates. I've got small quilts, or table runners and things, other stuff that I've made or that have been given to me. I'll put this back up here. Oh, no, I won't, I'll leave it. Behind the tucked clothes horse, got another tall boy. This has got the old, specifically older items of embroidery that I've collected. Actually, some of them aren't that old. This one, girl, I was Danielle in Omaha, Nebraska. It's an envelope, and she embroidered, I've cross-stitched that, put my name on it, put the stamps on it, and posted it to me. Isn't that amazing? It come through the post unscathed, just beautiful. This is a World War I, I think, embroidered postcard. That World War I. This is a beaded leather scissors holder that a pen friend did for me, and she also did the needle holder beaded. I think she was part Indian. Oops. and she did, you know, Native American designs. Absolutely beautiful. What else have we got? This is an ashtray that I did because I like the design of it. Oh, here we are, more of the French postcards. What else have we got? Oh, this is the cutest thing. Ken's mum was cleaning out a cupboard one day, and she found the first bib that she made for Ken when he was a baby. And I just adore that. And she said, I was going to throw it out. I said, no, please, I'll have it. And I think she was pleased that I wanted it. Just so sweet. And Ken was there. And I held it up in front of him and I said, oh, isn't that cute? And his mum was saying, oh, he was a dear little boy. And Ken was all embarrassed. I'll stop at you too. But I just think that's just beautiful to have. The old soppy sentimental. Okay, in here I have, oh, that shouldn't be in there, hankies, embroidered and printed hankies. I've got, what's this called again? Oh my God, I can't, my memory's gone blank. Not tic-tac. Yeah, specific type of crochet. It's not crochet, it's called something else, and I've never been able to master that, so yeah, so I've got all sorts of bits and pieces in there. Then in here we've got old vintage kind of embroidered things. There's bags, there's a telephone book cover, very, very old. Yeah, all bits and pieces. One day I'll get them all out and do a video of those too. Here I've got table runners, I've got doilies. Well, actually these ones are actually what they call sandwich doilies, to fit a sandwich tray. In the next drawer I've got table, oh, what do you call them? Well, large doilies, so large doilies, and the smaller doilies beside them. And the bottom I have got, I think these are they're Duchess sets, which is means they're matching doily, a large doily with smaller doilies to match. And these are odd size doilies. Oh, okay. In that cupboard, I'm not going to open it, are all my embroidered tablecloths, pillow shams, aprons. What else? Cushion covers. So yeah, that whole cupboard is full of linen. And I'll walk through. Turn the light out. No, I haven't got anything in here, have we? Oh yes, of course. No, well, my computer room is more Elvis and other stuff, and of course that I've shown before. I'll probably leave that there. I think at this stage that's the crazy quilt that I did. Took me a few years to finish that. Out in the hall, we have a wall hanging. It's a Japanese design. It's a little story to this. This won a prize in a quilt show, and another lady had entered the same quilt or the same wall hanging, and she didn't get a prize, and she was really annoyed. And she says, "Why did you get a prize?" And I said, "Because I went to the extra effort of padding the owls to make them stand out, and so I got credit for doing that." What have we got here? Nothing. Oh, it's funny. I thought I had something up there. No, I don't. All right. Now, but here I didn't do this. It was given to me by a friend who found it in an op shop. Beautiful bell pull, which goes well beside the grandfather clock. And this is another bell pull again that I didn't do. I think somebody gave it to me or I found it. Oh, there's a few little bits and pieces there. And then we go into the dining room. There's a tablecloth on there, of course. I've still actually got my Christmas decorations up, so there's not a lot I can show you in here. Although this is a cross stitch. Oops, over here. Turn the light on. You can see it. Indian. The story behind this is a friend, or my pen friend came out to Australia to stay with us, and knowing that Ken had an interest in Indians and knowing that I did cross stitch, she brought me this kit, and Ken was, "Oh, when are you going to do that?" He nagged me, and I started it. I made a start on it, and I got about a quarter of the way through, and I got discouraged because the face is about 7 shades of brown. It was driving me nuts. So I put it aside, and then I sat there for years, and every so often I'd do a bit, and Ken kept on saying, when are you going to do it, when are you going to do it? And in the meantime, this wall, he had movie posters. He took down, I had embroideries up here, and he took them all down and put movie posters up on the wall. And I thought, well, if you're going to do that, I'm not going to go to the trouble of stitching that Indian, just, you know, to have it, you know, put away in a drawer somewhere because you've got movie posters up on the wall. So one day his mum said to me, Gina, I wish you'd finished that Indian. I'd love to see that finished. So I thought, all right, I'll do it for you. So I did, finished it. And when Ken came home from work, I had it on the floor in the hall, the entrance hall, and he walked in. He says, you finished it? I said, yep. And where are you going to put it? Ripped down all these posters and put it up on the wall. So I won that one. Yeah, as I said, there's other stuff that I would normally have around. Yeah, but I've got Christmas stuff there instead. Yeah, kitchen, again, I'd have more stuff. I'd have a tablecloth, I'd have other stuff up on the wall. Oh, this is something that I got from a craft magazine. I just thought this was so cute. My cabinets, kitchen cabinets, where I have my various China treasures, I've got little doilies. Oh, that's, some of them are a bit out of place at the moment. They need moving along. Just under each shelf, just to chizzy it up a bit. Yeah. That was a girlfriend found that at an op shop and gave it to me. And another girlfriend sent me that. And I did this one years ago. And I did that a few years ago. Yeah, so that's about it. Hope you've enjoyed that. Bye for now.